So what's next for the Bucks? Like we seen them lose to Miami in 5 games. Yeah, Giannis was hurt, man, but this team is a team that is an aging roster with a superstar in his prime. But I mean, I don't know. A lot of people had them pick to win a title this year, including me, but with Jrue Holiday being a year older, he's going to be 34, 35 now. Chris Middleton in his mid-30s. Brook Lopez on an aspiring deal, and he's what? He's 35. He can't be this good forever with a lackluster bench and a new coach. I mean, what's next for the Milwaukee Bucks at this point? Like, what can they do to get better? Like, if we taking it down, and I'm going to just go off the top, looking at free agency, who can they really bring in? James Harden, I don't know. I don't even know if James Harden. I mean, I like James Harden to Milwaukee personally, but I don't know if Giannis is. I don't know what's going on with those guys. I know they had their little issues a couple years back, and with James Harden disappearing in the playoffs, man, the Milwaukee Bucks are tough. Of course, Bud had to go. Like, and I don't like that Bud got fired around the same time where I feel like a lot of coaches that didn't deserve to be fired, like Nick Nurse and Monty Williams. I hate that because he get lumped into this, hey, we need to protect NBA coaches. No, man. This guy, even without Giannis, they still had a better team. They still had a better team than they had a better team than Miami. Yeah, Jimmy was going nuclear, but it wasn't a Tyler Hero. Bam was bamming, and this is before all the role players got hot. There's no reason he still lost to that team with Jrue Holiday, fringe all-star, Chris Middleton before injury, a perennial all-star, Brook Lopez, he finished second for DPOY. There's no way that team, because we've seen that same team, yeah, maybe minus Giannis, sweep them, heat out the playoffs, man. So, obviously, this is going to be hard for him. I'm not really sure what you do. Giannis still, isn't leaving. Who knows? I don't see Giannis leaving. I mean, with the Celtics getting better, the Celtics is a team that I personally can't trust. I just can't trust the Celtics, man. I don't know why. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, I just don't trust those guys, man. Mazzulla, I just can't trust them, man. They're too inconsistent. That's why I thought the East was, honestly, in my opinion, the East was kind of overrated, man. Like, people were talking about the Cavs to the Eastern Conference Finals. Like, okay, come on, bro. Let's be for real. The Cavs weren't going. If we're being honest, the Knicks, come on, bro. It's the Knicks. And what? I don't know how many competitive teams there were. The Hawks, which the Celtics almost lost to. So, I just don't know what's next for this team. If they bring the same team back, I don't know what's going on. Maybe just because, in my opinion, this isn't a, this isn't a strong conference. It isn't like a weak conference, but with Denver on the rise, the Kings are going to be better. I think the Kings can really be good, man. They add maybe a Jaylen Brown or a Kawhi Leonard. The Kings can elevate into title contention quickly, man. So, I think this is going to get scary for Milwaukee because regression has to be, eventually it's got to happen. Brook Lopez isn't going to be his defensive player of the year. By the way, a guy that was from a defensive liability a couple years to defensive player of the year as well. But how long can they keep this core together? I mean, look, Jrue Holiday, he was in my top 10 perimeter defenders of all time, man. The way I've seen him just get dominated by Jimmy Butler, it's hard, man. It's hard to even respect the man after that. But Chris Middleton, who hasn't been good after his injury, he wasn't good this year. So maybe us fans should have, maybe saw that, hey, Jrue Holiday is, maybe he's regressing. And he's always been very bad on offense in the playoffs. Chris Middleton is not the Chris Middleton that we were seeing maybe in that Boston series where he was hitting that goddamn game winners. So maybe it might just be time to move on. Maybe it's time that the Heat pack it up and, or not the Heat, I meant the Bucks. Maybe it's time the Bucks pack it up. I'm not editing it out, but maybe it's time for the Bucks to pack it up and try something different, whether that's James Harden. Once again, the Kyrie thing, but how does Kyrie get there? I don't know, man. Where can the Bucks go? And they're also in salary hell with not many young guys on their team. So I'm very interested to see where coach, where the new coaches know what is going to happen here, how they're going to rebound next year and not be a first-round exit, not fail. Sorry, Giannis, but not fail. And I'm interested to see how Giannis approaches this whole thing. He went into the whole, what is a failure, da-da-da, this, that. So I'm very interested to see what he does next year. This team isn't great. It was a good defensive team. The offense has always been suspect. I mean, I would have probably I had the Bucks going to the finals, but honestly, I wouldn't say I had to win the championship. It was either them or the Nuggets, maybe. But who knows what's going to happen with this team? It's a lot they got to do, man. It isn't a pretty team, and I don't envy the job. I will definitely say that, man. But like, subscribe, man. Comment how you really feeling about the Bucks and their potential, man. That's it.